Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with another hot scoop of Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling. In the last episode, we had a time. Times were had, bosses happened, it was a slidey bit awkward because I accidentally did a little bit of cheesing. Anyway, in this episode, well, I'm going to pretend to make progress, but we're not gonna make that much progress, probably, I don't know, we shall see. Anyway, we must speak to the entire queen at once. Oh hey, Neo is also here. Oh, you've all come. I must say, you're just in time. It's really crowded. Those questions will have to wait. Again. Tell us without further ado, Team Snakemouth, have you found the artifact hidden in the Golden Hills? Yep, we're ready for that reward! V, please! Wonderful. This timing is simply impeccable. I must congratulate you for bringing this artifact to my care. This must be sign of even more good things to come for the Ant Kingdom, and Bulgaria, and Canada, and the world. It was our honor, Your Highness. Zariant, please collect the artifact and hand them their rewards. As you command, my queen. I do like how the queen is good for her. Well, like, she could so easily betray us at any point, and she doesn't. We love to see it. You have earned this, Team Snakemouth. A crystal berry, and 30 berries again. Thanks again. The V-Bank keeps on filling. Oh, may I take a look, as we discussed? Yes. Make haste, Zariant. Handle it with care, Professor. Of course. Oh! Yes, my research held true. This tablet must contain information on how to find the everlasting sapling. What? That's just a bunch of blue lines. Oh, V, that's where the mask you found in Snakemouth comes in. It really was a mask? I thought it was just a weird rock. So I was right. Don't boast, Cub. Listen now, the mask is an interpreter. Through it, these lines morph into the Roach alphabet. I cannot tell how it actually works, but the Roaches had such marvelous technology. I'm smitten. Wonderful. Very, very wonderful. We are making progress in finding the sapling, finally. All these other teams are useless! Off with all of their heads and thoraxes, except no, we've established she's chill, it's fine. What do you need the everlasting sapling for? That is not for you to know. Just know that with it, my mother's dream will come true at last. Lysan's dream? Professor, how long will it take you to decipher this tablet? Oh, it will be some time. Even with the mask, the runes are still in Roach script. Sorry. I see. Fret not. That leaves us with time to retrieve the other artifact. There's another one? My research indicates that there are 3 artifacts. There are 4 lights. With the missing key, we can unlock the everlasting sapling. Then we're almost at the finish line. Yes, and given what we know, that key should be in the Bee Kingdom. Or the Key Bingdom, if you will. I will see myself out. Really? Long ago, before knowing of its real nature, they used it when building the honey factory's core. But I'm not sure they will give it to us because taking it out will shut down the whole thing. It'll shut down the factory? But... Do not worry, both of you. We've sent our envoys to the Bee Kingdom ever since you told us about the key. Finally, they've agreed to let us take it in exchange for materials to build a replacement. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, joy! Then it won't cause them any trouble. So the job's trading these materials for the artifact? Precisely. That is your next mission. And luckily, a young bee joined your ranks recently. She will be of great help in this mission. Oh, right. Geez, Team Snakemouth is on a roll, aren't they? It's all fair game, Celia. We have our own tasks to excel at. With that, you are all dismissed. Except Team Snakemouth and Team Celia. I wish to have a word with you. Well, I guess we'll be going now. Wish Marky was here. Now, I kept you here to ask about the wasp situation. The Professor has mentioned you all helped him when he was attacked. For that, you have my gratitude. We're unworthy, Your Highness. We only did what any explorer ought to do. It was worrying, though. They seem to know about the artifact somehow. Then it is as I feared. We are running out of time. You must all remain on guard and avoid the northern border with the Wasp Kingdom at all costs. As you wish, Your Highness. To reach the Bee Kingdom, you must travel southeast from the Association and take the first north exit. We may have seen over a year ago that there was a spinny crank situation, and now we have the power to spin the crank, so... Metroidvania moment, yeah! With my permission, explorers may now cross the passage to the Lost Sands. Be wary, however, the number of bandits in the Lost Sands has been increasing lately. Head straight to Defiant Route as soon as possible to enter the Beehive. We will get it done, Your Highness. Dismissed. Chapter 3, Factory Inspection, has been delayed due to unfortunate weather, inclement circumstances, and me getting voices all mixed up. That being said, we do have some things to take care of first, as do we. It's like the game knew I was coming. I see no issue with me saying this. If you have the time, perhaps you could check out the quest board in the plaza. That's exactly what I was going to do in this episode! Spoilers. Try not to clear the missions too quickly so that we may catch up. No promises. Yeah, that Leaf gets it. How you doing, Neo? Cabu Leaf V, thank you. I'll stay here and do my part. I hope it'll be smooth sailing for you. Having V on your team must be a big help. Yeah, definitely. And it's not wise to just get all up in the business of yonder queen, and I'm sort of trying to peek past the curtains there because there are more stained glass windows than we can see. Can I jump through this one? Oh. Bianca, Queen of the Bees. I wanted to jump through it and go to the princess's secret slide. But, you know, it's given us things for our book about logs, so that seems like a solid start. I've never been to the Hive. This is a good opportunity. Uh-huh. V, are you okay? I know you're not on the best terms, but... Look, I don't want to talk about it right now, okay? Well, if you don't want to talk about it, there's something we want to discuss. What's up? Fennis mentioned that our team got away from Snakemouth's depths. Given the passage of time, they're most likely gone, but we can't help but think maybe their children are around. Do you follow? Oh, that's right! Your team could be around in spirit! Leaf, you'd like to go and look for them? We're in the middle of a mission, so there's no rush. But if we ever find the time... No problem! We'll just find them as we go along. Indeed, we'll keep our eyes open. Thank you. That's all. Let's get on with the mission. Right. Yeah, dear. Let's go. So, yeah, that is... I believe, technically a quest that we can have chugging along in the background, but how are we supposed to find children of people we don't know? We just don't know. Where do I keep my quests these days? Okay. So we're still trying to find the books. I don't even remember if we even started making progress on this, but that's a thing. And then... yeah, we need to find people who knew Leaf back in the day, or at the very least people who have inherited having known Leaf. Genetic memory. Or perhaps something less serious than that. But also, what else is piddly-popping on the board of 1,000 quests? Cable card bodyguard, that sounds feasible. Be ready to rustle. Not even rumble, but rustle. That seems reasonable, so we'll need to go to the golden sediment. Wait. You're the asshole! Why should I help you? Well, I suppose we can look for you anyway, so sure. And be not of the forgetting, you can have multiple quests running at once. There is no reason why you can only take on one at a time. Okay, 3 clear waters. I know that we can get those, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Now, if this is the quest that I think it is, I don't know how ready I am for this one, but I'll put it on the list anyway. And finally... okay. Brackets, I pay well. That's always helpful. So, we could jump onto that right away. I kind of don't want to. Anyway, there were people that we wanted to have a bit of a lookety-see and find. You! Hey, we saw your post. Oh, really? This cute bee's come to help me? Well, we don't have your thing. We just know that you have issues. Although, I find closely with hat having, so I can at least somehow relate. You know, I can somewhat relate, but also sus. Todd, come on, it's lunchtime. Oh, Ma, can I play a bit longer? Sweetie, you need to eat. It'll give you all the power you need to play all day. I made you your favorite, a tasty, hearty breakfast, which somehow implies the existence of an egg. Well, thanks, Mom. Well, this is a step in the process. Leaf, who is Muse? And if you dare tell me that it's Matthew Bellamy's rock band from the late 2000s, although they are still going, I will slap you, so their music is good. That is our wife. Your wife? But Leaf, that's... impossible. Then she's gotta be your super mega granddaughter. That's right, isn't it great? You can meet up with your relatives. No, not at all. How can we face them like this? Lost time, not even understanding ourselves. It can't be that bad. To them, we're just a stranger. If we're going to intrude on their life, we need to know the truth about what happened to us. We will help you, Leaf, every step of this journey. Yeah, and when you're ready, we can come back and meet them. Thanks. Let's keep an eye out for clues. We can't ignore our mission, though. Let's keep going. Even so, we're glad to see them safe and happy. So yep, that's the progress on that matter. I don't believe we can even... we can't even go in. So, one day, if ever we learn the truth about the secrets of the way to even before, we may be able to go into that house. It may even behove us to do so, we just don't know. Now then, you two, with the voices that keep plippity-plopping back and forth. Team Snakemouth, so you were the ones who took out our request? Indeed, Levi. What seems to be troubling you? And also, didn't you just tell us to not look at the quest board even though you had a quest there? Anyway. Are you sure about this, Levi? This is pretty dangerous. Celia, Kabu and the others have found enough artifacts to prove their skill. You'd sell her. What's the job? Pays well? Oh, it's worth the trouble. The situation is, we're after this criminal known as Monsieur Scarlet. Every now and then, he posts requests on the board asking for help, and then preys on the well-meaning explorers, draining their life force. Yikes, we expected a petty burglar or something of that sort. Sadly not. He's even the reason why the old tunnel to the Golden Hills is abandoned. He's caused us a lot of trouble. This fellow sounds most vile. We'll be honored to help you bring justice. We've gathered enough intel to confidently say his hideout is in that old tunnel. Really? How could someone hide in a straight hallway? If you offer us your help to catch him, it will become clear. Please, he is not someone we can apprehend alone. We'll do it. It sounds like being frozen over would do him some good. Leave it to us, comrades. What a relief. You're truly a team one could rely on. Sheesh, at least wait till the mission's over to praise them. We'll be going to the tunnel now, okay? Meet us there and we'll begin the operation. We'll see you there. So that's another plate that we've thrust into the air with the intent of jabbing it with a stick and then spinning the stick repeatedly to make the plate start spinning. Is there anything happy over here? Oh. Okay, that sounds useful. That's not my flavor. Interesting. It will be useful for grinding up money. But bearing in mind, last episode was a lot of happy, lucky flukes, and prior to that, I had been gone for a long time, so I'm not fully on my own side here in terms of skill, so I'm just going to assume that I'm terrible. Now then, what I would like to do is head over to the Golden Hills, but not to deal with Monsieur Scarlet just yet. We can certainly pass through the area, but I believe you have to, consciously engage. Did I go the right way? It has been a minute. I believe you, you're not gonna walk into a cutscene loading zone and have everything be sad. You can opt out, but as I'm sort of dancing around the issue here, it involves an optional boss, and I have vague recollections of it being surprisingly, I won't necessarily say hard, but certainly unforgiving for this point in the game. So I would kind of want to drag my feet a little bit, if at all possible. Assuming the game doesn't force me into it. Ah, yeah, okay, they're over there. We can ignore them for the time being. It's fine. Oh, literally a single numbnail that we defeated in a single turn. It didn't get to attack, and yet it still has the privilege of forcing me into a little fighty battle. Hey, although while I'm here, okay, not what I was going for. Literally 2 of those creatures, although we aren't healed up from the times we've spent in the last chapter, so I am technically still a little bit die-y. Like, DIE-Y? Now what worries me is one of the quests told us to be ready for a little bit of a fighty foo, and we're not really in a position to be doing fighty foos at this time, so I'm just going to hope that I bumble into something happy and fortunate, because it's around this area that we can get clear waters. I think, thank you for proving to me that they're called clear waters. We need 3 of those? That's 1. I don't think we have any more. So that's something I need to sort of passively be looking for. Oh good, everything is fight. On the plus side, we are scrapagustly close to a level up, which... Does that heal you in this game? I don't remember anymore. But that would certainly be very convenient. Why? The last battle was literally 1 acornling, and I had to go through the whole fighty kerfuffle. And yet, that one didn't force me to? What even are the economy? Anyway, the previous screen is where we sort of need to be for questing times. So I'm just going to bumble around here a little bit to see if... Okay. To see if I can find anything in the way of clear waters, whilst also grinding up berries. And, I mean, we are dangerously close to leveling up, so hopefully that will also happen. And hey, we can do this now. We don't even need to... I guess we're just still going. Anyway, one thing I guess I can mention while we're in the area... You're gonna make me battle you, aren't you? Of course you are. Well, hey, we're up to 97 exploration. EXP stands for exploration points out of 106. So we are, as I said, the closeness to leveling up is practically tangible. So there's that to worry about. We're getting cash money. Now, something that I would like to briefly discuss while I scan the area where the peaches are getting hairier and sweatier. We can now do this and go up this way. I'm going to not do that. If this is where I think it is, and I'm fairly sure it is, now is not the time. A time will come, but that time is not yet now. So, I suppose at this point I'll do some sort of speedy uppy montage thing just until I level up. You know, I'll leave business to me.
A few inches later.
Okay, this is actually kind of funny, because just Kabu fucking died, but specifically because the Weevil did because I hadn't healed up, and because the Weevil used a buildy-uppy, a stat buff, and then attacked. So even with the block, it did 3 damage, Kabu had 2 HP, everything was terrible. Anyway, I have actually sort of split 3 ways here, so let's go with the medal points, because I've not actually looked at my medal setup in a hot while, but I'm just gonna clear out all of these bushes in case there's more. I feel like the water only happens on the first screen of this area anyway. If you'd like to prove me wrong, I would grossly appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you earlier. And we're back here, and the game was really stingy with the clear waters it wasn't giving me that might not even spawn in those screens, but I did get some berries. Now then. My brain is telling me that this just involves a bunch of acornlings and it's really no big deal, but hey, I got a level up, so it all works out. Hey.
Hello, esteemed technician. We saw your listing on the quest board.
Cool.
Yes. Cool.
So, here they come. Keep them busy while I fix this, okay?
Alright, smackdown time!
They're acornlings, how bad could it be? And then it turns out that one of them is... To quote a friend of mine from my first year of university all those years ago, shit as fuck, don't even bother. Now, there's no such thing as a hench acornling. And I mean hench in like the very early 2010s sense of the expression. Way early there, that's on me for talking about hench acorns. I did once see a particularly fat acorn, but that's not the anecdote I was originally intending to tell at this juncture. I also saw an acorn that looked like it sneezed on the way out of its hat. And that's my experience with acorns. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Why did I leave that in? That was a joke of a battle. In a tacky cocky romper. Oh, there's more! You're doing good. This is great stress relief, we must say. Well, you know what? It's a good thing that I've been, fighting various battles in this area, because it sort of re-warmed me back up on the whole battle system and on specifically fighting the local population. Everybody gay! In the old-timey sense where it means happy, but hey, you know what? It is like Pride season at the moment anyway, so it's fine. And that's one thing I was thinking to myself while I was out of yonder house the other day. Is like, I think in America, Pride Month is June, but in the UK, Pride Month is July, and they both tend to spill over anyway, so summer is basically just Pride season. Huzzah, hayuk, hajimble, et cetera. I've heard that old song many times. Even though, okay, that was me just reminiscing about Ireland in 2009, and that brings me on to another topic. The official lyrics list it as, I've heard that old song many times, and I mean, that doesn't not fit, but I think we could all agree that it makes more sense for it to be, I've heard that oh so many times, and yet the official lyrics say otherwise. It's 2023, Tess. No one gives a damn about songs of 2009. If it didn't happen in the last 10 seconds, it's internet irrelevant. Almost done. I should hope so. Don't give up, everyone. Why are you tired? Why are you running? Why are you running? I really should do some sort of AoE attack, and I'm just not doing that. I don't even remember if I have any, and that's fine. I think I'll live. It's always the third button that I expect it to be when Leaf's attack. That's like Leaf's default attack, basically being Vivian from the Thousand Year Door. Can't say I'm a fan of that because I don't like that kind of pressure. You can perish because you're too powerful. It's not allowed. Anyway, flip. Again, leaving this in for no clear reason, but hey, it's part of. It's part of the, oh really, you too? It's part of the quest, so technically, I'm being a guide. Huzzah. There's no way that this is going to work out well, because I would need to have Kabu able to attack, because if we attack the non-nail, it'll go into its shell and get such crazy high defense that we're not able to do anything about it. But no one else would be able to do 3 HP of damage in a single turn to the Weevil without dipping into TP, and we don't need TP for this battle. We don't need toilet paper. Earlier this afternoon, I was thinking to myself about, like, a hypothetical, like, indie pop song called Toilet Paper. And, like, it's one of those things where people would hear it and be like, oh, this is such a silly, memey song, and then they actually put the song on, and it's like, oh, actually, this is unexpectedly deep in a try-hard sort of way. The punchline being, life is like toilet paper, the closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. Oh, done. Thanks. Here. Not worth it at all. Phew. I'm only glad everyone came out of this as well. Out of this well. Feel free to use the cable car by using those cranks. Right to the top, it'll be worth it. Thanks. Well, I'm off. See ya. Don't mind me flubbing up the lines. Cool bug, that one. You two are a bit alike, aren't you? Whatever could you mean? I've never done one drug. Well, let's get going, yeah? Unto the next mission! We'll go down. It don't go down. It go down. I think this also works as a shortcut to the Golden Settlement. I could be potatoly incorrect. But that's a thing that we have now, so, I still need more clear waters, though, and you're being surprisingly unyielding on this matter. I had someone ruin the word yield for me. In fact, this will have been a number of years ago, but nevertheless, it has been ruined for me, and I have a sad face. My face is sad. I'm gonna go back into speed up times just to try and grind for clear waters, even though it probably wants me to, like, completely leave the area, not just the loading zone, before it respawns anything, so, we shall see. Bear with. Hey, there was another cable car. Oh. I thought this would be a shortcut to the Golden Settlement, but it's not. It's for a badge. Huh. Well, oh, a medal. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll have a look at that. And then I'll resume doing things. Okay, it only applies to the one who equips it. Fine. Well, I'll put it on Kabu because I always have him in the lead. And that is one slight thought that I have. I feel like the game treats V as the default party leader because she's the one who's the party leader every time you boot up the game. But for me, Kabu is the main character because, like, he's the first one in the game that you actually play as. V joins Kabu's party, not the other way around. But apparently the game disagrees. Okay, you know what, I was gonna cut that out, but it was kind of funny how that numbnail dart just boinked off that mushroom. Which is the sentence ever. I think there's only one bush that gives clear water, and you have to do a lot of unloading the area before things will happen. So, I guess I found that. Yeah, it seems like this specific patch of grass is the only thing that gives you clear water. So, I now have 3, so, yeah. I cut away from cutting away to tell you that I'm about to cut away again. I'll see you in the Golden Settlement where we'll finish the episode, okay? Okay, I'll see you when I get there. And we have arrived once more at the place we thought we were profoundly done with because we technically are. I'm just dragging my feet. Okay, so we have 3 clear waters per the request, and I'm gonna get there and he's gonna tell me, actually I wanted 5. Who are you and why are you so smug? Hexagons aren't the only beautiful creatures. Hexagons aren't only beautiful creatures, they come with many benefits. Many of the Beaker Gibbs clothing is dyed with their help. Yum, yum. Ah, you're all the way over there. I thought you'd be by the actual farm. No, you're in the berry bit. Let me give you things so you'll give me stuff. Stop walking! I got caught on a bush twice. Hey, not many explorers around after the festival. Could it be you some request? Yep, 3 clear waters, right? You'd save my abdomen if you fetched them for me. I'll tend to my other duties till then. I'm counting on you. So the bee guy expected me to have already done his thing. You're telling me, okay, I'm going to give you the quest in person. Like, no, I have done it. Just take. Witness the wetness. Get juicy, my boy. That's just what I needed. Thanks for the help. No problem. Will this medal be a good enough reward? It's only caused me trouble. So it's okay. It makes you be sleepy. We do need a good nap, so it's fine. Thanks. All right then, time to get back to work. So that was a quest, and I suppose. Oh, that's a berry. By the way, I don't need fortune telling. I just want to take your berry, and this seems like a really good set of dialogue to be reading, and I've already committed to skipping through it. I just wanted you to sell me that crystal berry, and it's all your fault that we've missed out on some good dialogue because you're too stingy with your berry. Hey. Will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. I'm in a foul mood now because we missed out on some good dialogue because it wasn't clearly telegraphed that he wasn't selling the berry. See you in the next episode for more faff.